Hey, what's up, Composter Etsy Capone here, back again with another one. Yeah, today we're gonna talk about Los Angeles and gangs. Like everybody, like Los Angeles is known for like Hollywood, traffic, weed, and gangs. I remember growing up. I grew up out here, and I remember like even as far back as when I was probably like in the seventh grade is when I seventh grade, not seventh, like maybe like the third grade is when I got introduced to gangs. You know what I'm saying? I had to be like 8 years old. And then and it was all around, man. It was like, people in my family, my older cousins, they gang bang. All the kids in my school, even though it was a private school, they gang bang or they claimed to be, from some gang. And outside of my school, it was like it was for real gangs, you know what I'm saying? And so, growing up, it was just like, well, my parents, they, no, I wasn't gangbanging in Julian Martinez's house. You know what I'm saying? that was out the question. You know what I'm saying? So it crossed my mind, a couple of times, but I just never went along with it. And then, my cousin, my cousin I grew up with, it just took him, man. And like the streets just ate him up, man. I mean, it just became him, He was just a gangster nigga, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I got my nickname E.Capone, because we was hanging out, and he just started calling me Capone, E.Capone. And this was like 1993, and it just kind of stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like it was crazy, man. And I do remember seeing like outlines about people getting shot, people shooting at us, and I don't even gangbang, and people flashing guns on me and just all kind of shit, just growing up, in LA, and I wasn't even like 16 at the time, man. I was like 13, all this stuff was going down, like 93. And it was just crazy times, man. Like, yeah. But looking back, I always thought that, because even though I was a child, I knew it was bad, you know what I'm saying? And I always thought that even then, like if they just didn't gang bang, like, well, if you gang bang, but if they didn't do the crime as much, man, maybe like, man, like I don't know, man. I just knew that that crime wasn't it, I knew that killing wasn't it, you know what I'm saying? Even as young, far back as then, I just knew that that wasn't it, man, and there had to be another way, but it never changed, man. Even still to this day, there's still gangbangers. It's not like how it was like in the 80s and 90s, or even the 2000s, but they're still around, they're still around. But I just thank God that I survived that time period, because a lot of people that I knew didn't, man. A lot of families didn't make it, man. Those were really, really tough times, that gangbanging era. But yeah, man, so many damn stories, man, of just nonsense, that just nonsense. Like I remember, like I said, I didn't gangbang, you know what I'm saying, but I was always around, my cousins, them, and they did what they did. And then, one time, we were, I'm just thinking we about to go, I just think we about to go play video games at somebody's house, man, and go, and just chill out, but that wasn't the case. It wasn't the case at all, man. It was like we went there, and it was like guns everywhere, man. And I'm like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they was like, yeah, and they was like, hey, hold this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm with all my cool cousins, so of course I can't say hell nah, So I did it, and then so we split up after that, and then we went to somebody's house to drop off. We went somewhere else to drop those off, and then we went about our way. But I think no, I don't remember. I think I kept one, and my other cousin kept one. And then we were walking, and then I remember somebody asked, they wanted to hoop, but we were strapped, so we couldn't hoop, so we kept walking. Anyway, fast forward later on that day, uh, man, I got a gun and a radio. Right? I walk in the street with a radio, man. Like, what I'm saying? I forgot what I was bumping. It had to be like some old dog pound, you know what I'm saying? And and this car, sure enough, pulled up. It was like a Cutlass, man, like from a movie, man. The Cutlass pulled up, and my cousins and his friend, they was like, "Oh shit, there goes such and such," right? And so they ran towards the car. I mean, guns out, like they was about to shoot inside this car, right? And I was stuck, man. I couldn't move. It's because it's one thing to kind of imagine, like, okay, yeah, this and that, but to actually see it, it was, man. And then, but thank God nothing happened, man. Thank God it was the wrong people. And then so they sped off. You know what I'm saying? But I think they were strapped. They were strapped too. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of slowed down when they got to me. And I'm thinking they about to just unload on my ass, but they just mad dogged me and they drove off. So I was like, shit, man. As soon as we got to the house, I'm like, man, I'm not fucking with this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the first time, man. The first time was, man, the first time we ran for our lives, man, because it was just like, man, they just started set tripping over there at La Fiesta, and like my cousin was claiming some set that didn't get along with they set, and then this nigga, he pulled out the strap, man, and like, no bullshit, dude. Like the homie D was gone, man, and like I said, I'm just stuck there. I'm froze. So I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker's about to shoot me because he didn't pull the gun out on the person who was talking shit. He pulled the gun out on me, man. I'm like totally innocent, bro. And only thing that saved me that day for real was like I said, it was like from a movie, man. It was like another car that came speeding by and threw up some set and said some shit. And the dude that had the gun pointed at me was like, "Oh, fuck that!" And then he pulled this shit away, and then they jumped in their car and they left. And all I could do was just thank God, man. That I didn't get shot. Man, there's just a lot of stuff growing up, but but to me, or what it is I think that's everybody's story growing up here in America, man. I mean, like, it may not be Crips and Bloods where you're at. It may be some other kind of gang. You know what I'm saying? And and if you're the type that's not involved with them, you're gonna have to still deal with them because we are in the same area. So you learn that, man. But I just thank God, man. Those times, man, like they didn't shoot, bro. Like, man. I thank God for that, because, well, anyway, that's my rant. And but my suggestion, to gangs is just organize yourself, like learn martial arts, go to gun clubs and learn farming, learn how to like farm what little land you got, wherever you are, and just be a gangster with a shovel. You know what I'm saying? I think gangsters with shovels are a whole lot less trouble than gangsters with guns, right? So until next time, y'all, this is E.Capone, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.